Niggas no good on well, they fucking with this shit, bro. Hey. 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 Come on, son.
Big old tiggle.
Woo! God damn.
All right.
Goddamn.
But to your question, who would I pick?
Who would you pick, bro? You can only pick one.
Out of just Megan and Cardi?
Out of just Megan and Cardi, bro. Honest. Think about your answer, because I know the answer I think you're going to say, but really think about it before you jump out the window. Because this right here is going to let all the hoes know who watch the podcast what type of nigga you is.
I don't think it's gonna let them know that.
It's gonna let them know that. Come
it might
on,
let
now.
you know just a little something. Look, all right. Put it this way. These are two, obviously, like if either one was in your presence,
yeah, you know what time
it's a big deal. You feel me? Like you going for either one. But honestly, I kind of feel like I would go with Megan, just because I like tall.
Okay.
I don't know what it is. I got a thing for tall joint. Like,
yeah. That height will give it to her.
It's like an adventure on some shit. Like Cardi could get the business too. No disrespect to Offset.
Yeah,
but,
shout out Offset.
But
and they gonna Superman punch your ass through the camera.
No disrespect to Cardi as well. But
yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Megan. Who you going with?
You see, for me, like, if I had to think about both of them together in a room, you know, if I'm intoxicated, I can see myself going for Cardi first, because she seems to me to be a little bit more on the nasty
Freaky?
side. Honestly, like just looking at them two,
GC
like,
freak man.
You know what I mean? You know, I get more of those vibes from Cardi than I do Meg. Like,
nah, cause you a titty man.
I mean, both of them got the titties though. Let's be real. You know what I mean?
Nah, but you like light skinned titties.
Oh, see, here we go. You're not gonna get me.
You like light skinned titties, bro. But you gotta get dark skinned titties.
Nah, we're not gonna do that. Both of these are extremely beautiful women. You know.
All right, but
straight up.
Let's get to the nitty gritty.
Nitty-gritty.
Back to square one. You already know.
Yeah.
Realest fucking podcast on YouTube.
Realest podcast in the game.
But
nigga.
check it out. It's clear that there is a big issue at hand amongst every community at this point about this goddamn video. Why? I ain't get it at first.
Nah.
But I get it.
Okay.
On both sides.
Yeah.
Now I want you to pick a side to argue from.
You see, honestly, either way you look at this, man, the WAP
video.
video.
Our opinions don't matter.
Well, our opinions don't matter.
Well,
we're just here to give. We're just here to give.
For the people.
We for the people. We're here to give an honest, objective look at, you know, just what we feel about this video. And honestly,
pick a side. Don't. Pick a side.
Honestly,
just so I can know how to come at it.
As a nigga, you know what I mean? I can do nothing but admire this video. First and foremost, like, before we even get any deeper than that,
Facts.
I have to say that just from eye candy, just from the outside looking in as a straight man, this is wonderful. And I will never knock the ladies for coming up with this. And the second part of that is all for you. Take it away.
All right, so GC is obviously too scared to pick a side.
Take it away.
All right, just because I'm fair game.
Right.
I'll take the argument of the women.
Of the women, okay.
All right. You argue anybody who has a problem with this video. Some of their reasonings for having a problem with this video. Right. And just so we ain't taking up too much time.
Yeah.
Just get right to it.
All
right. So what seemed to be some of the biggest concerns about this video that you've heard or you've seen on the internet?
Well, it's a lot of ass in this video. Let's
mean,
get the obvious
I'll
out.
say my opinion.
It's a lot of skin. It's a lot of dancing and behaviors that to some may be inappropriate, to some with children or whatever you. If you're a caregiver, if you just somebody who, you know, is hip to what the kids are watching now, because honestly, these artists and these musicians are for the kids. When you think about it, they're the ones that are streaming it. They're the ones who are getting these views. I don't know how many views this video has, but I would imagine
They said like 76 million.
Yeah, and you'd be surprised that
Probably
the
more.
large majority of that are girls under the age of, we can say, 15. Like, a 15-year-old girl watching this right now could be influenced to say or do anything. You know, if we playing devil's advocate, we got to get both sides. So that's just what it is. What do you have to say to the women? What do you have to say to the females?
Just to clean up on some of the concerns about this video on your side. One, yeah, of course, the vulgarness of the video, like the nudity, all that stuff, even down to the lyrics, just especially when it's in your chorus, you feel me? I think that's really like the bigger problem. It's never really been an issue when it's like
in the verse,
within the verse, you hear it once and then it's gone. But when it's on the chorus, it's gonna be constantly repeated and played. And if anybody ever plays it at a party, it's usually the hook that gets played. Play it on the radio, even if it's for a little bit, it's usually the hook that gets played. So what we're going to be hearing on the radio is wet ass pussy or wet and gushy, whatever the hell.
We know what that means. we know what that means.
But okay, so nudity, explicit language, and whatever.
Yeah.
Then there's a side who feels like, all right, since the majority of your audience is young, teenage women, to your point, they feel like as a celebrity or a public figure, you have the responsibility to uphold certain standards. You feel me? Like, if your daughter was on YouTube, and Lord no, we can't stop these kids from watching whatever the hell they want to.
Yeah, they're gonna watch
especially with shit like TikTok and all that stuff. They're going to be able to access these things.
You're gonna see it.
So, would you want your daughter watching a video like this, even though she shouldn't be? But if there's the possibility that she could watch a video like this or hear a song like this, for that matter, would you feel okay?
I mean, honestly, everything goes full circle, bro. Because when you sit back and you watch old Lil' Kim videos, it's really the same. It's really the same. Yes, it's more out there now. It's more like in your face. This is what we talking about. But it was around. This stuff has been around. It's nothing new. It goes back to the ideology that, do these artists feel like they should be raising our kids? And honestly, they shouldn't.
No.
They're musicians. They make music. Like, they're not. They didn't sign up to raise our children. However, they are public figures, so we have to hold them to a certain point of accountability, regardless.
All right. We know the obvious. We know why people not fucking with this video. I'm done being like pretty about it.
We know why.
It's time to pod.
Let's pod. So, let's do it.
On both sides, I get it. Now, from the women's standpoint, I'm not gonna fall for the this is about empowering women and all that nonsense, because I refuse to believe this is of any type of empowerment. That's just me. But to advocate for the women, niggas have been doing this infamously for years, since it became cool to sell sex.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Which has always been cool.
Which is always been like a hot topic. Sex.
Yeah.
Sex appeal
will always be.
Your ability to dance around you feel me, the explicit nature of sex.
You see, before it was dancing around. Like I was saying, this is in your face. Like in the 80s and 90s, they were still talking about this stuff, but it was in subliminal ways.
But
like you would have to be of age to know what they were talking about.
Either way, to my next point, for the women to feel like, okay, I'm just a regular person like you, and it's not my job to raise your kid or be a role model to your kid. Yeah, you can say that, but it get to a certain point where it's like the Superman effect. Now, the fact that you're Superman is all we need as an excuse to be like, look, nigga, it's villains over here. You need to be the one over there whooping ass. He can choose to be like, look,
that's
man,
very true. I'm
a superhero, but I don't feel like doing none of this shit y'all trying to make me do. But you got to. You got to. Now, whether you do it or not, that's what's going to reflect. Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion, two wonderful artists. And it's been a consistent trend for the women as of lately, like the last 3 years, I want to say, for them to be like boss talk, sexual, very sexual,
very
and it's gotten to a point where I think niggas in particular don't know how to handle that shit.
Yeah, you could say that.
Niggas don't know how to accept what they've been dishing out for all these years. You feel me? Damn, Cardi, chill. I'm gonna let you get your shit off, bro. Relax.
Yeah, relax. We trying to pod now, but yeah, I agree. It's getting to it's coming to a head now. Like 2020, like everything that we've been just kind of we've been gearing up to this point. The artists are becoming, from Nicki on down, from Beyonce, really with starting with Beyonce and that wave, and then to Nicki, and then now to the artists we have now, Ruby Rose, you know, Mulatto. It's all the way there. Like it started, we could see the progression. Now we're here. Like there's nowhere else to go but here. Like
right.
So
yeah, it's probably more so because it's just so black and white now.
Yeah.
And my only thing about the women catalog that we hear on the regular is like we had Nicki, right?
Yeah.
Like we said on last pod, Nicki transcends genres.
Yeah.
Nicki wasn't just a hardcore rap chick. She was also a poppy singer. R&B wave type person. Now, is like I hear some women express on the internet, what they saying ain't no different than Jhené Aiko. Jhené Aiko just whispers the shit. Essentially.
I mean, that's true.
She says some nasty shit in her shit, bro. Like, if
she
you
does.
really listen to Jhené,
yeah,
and it ain't no different. That's a fact. But presentation is king. You feel me?
Presentation is everything.
A lot of people don't know that Jhené be on that type time because
that's not what she presents.
That's not what she on TV. Like women empowerment to the sense of this video is gonna be seen by some girl who might be ashamed of her body, or who might be ashamed or afraid to be a certain way, and this video gives them the strength.
Not only that,
it'll make them want to get on their shit like Cardi or Megan.
Not only that, but Jhené and artists like Kalani, like they represent both sides. Not only do they represent that, you know, sexy side, but they also represent the vulnerable side,
the submissive side.
So they have both there. It's not like Cardi and Nicki. You've never heard a Cardi or Nicki song where they're talking about how much their heart is broken or they're vulnerable. That like no, they're all there. So
that's the biggest difference.
Yeah,
their campaigns are different.
Yeah,
Jhené, Kalani, whoever else, they campaign on a different level. It's a sexy, but it's
also
like a
real,
subtle, very fashionable. You feel me? Just like a weird way of putting it. It's like a mystery almost.
And it's relatable.
When you're campaigning, look at my ass.
Yeah.
Look at my titties. Yeah. Shake this ass. Get that bag. Which was another point to the nigga side. You're teaching women they don't have to be a wife, or they don't have to cook and clean. They still get a ring. You don't gotta love a nigga. You gonna get the money and get the bag. Which, to their defense, ain't no different than a nigga saying, I got hoes, I got bitches, I got one bitch to do this, I ain't never cuffing a bitch. Yeah, We get it. Niggas have been fucking up the rap game
For decades.
for decades now. We get it. But the women were supposed to be the light.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all were supposed to be, okay, we can hear a woman say certain things and not feel a certain way about it. But to see it, like we seeing it now, which is a big difference than Lil' Kim. Which is why I don't bring Lil' Kim when I'm talking. I start with Nicki because Nicki was kind of at the forefront of the social media wave.
So what's more so different about Lil' Kim?
Lil' Kim, she was doing what she was doing, but your mom could stop you from watching TV.
Yeah, back then.
Your mom could change the radio if we in the car and a Lil' Kim song comes on.
Now it's no stopping it. Everybody
Now,
has phones, tablets. Yeah.
As long as I got a phone, an iPod,
I can look at all this
I
shit.
can look up anything. I can look up anything, anywhere, I can look it up on the TV. I can look it up on the computer. I can look it up. You feel me? It's no way to stop it. That's why people might feel like Cardi and them have a responsibility to not only, you feel like, it's hard to even say that.
And it's a different wavelength that these kids are growing up in now. Like, where's the love songs? Like we grew up on
ballads
we grew up on love songs like that's crazy.
It was an R&B
like genre that was a thing.
R&B was the wave.
You know, it was love songs like
Jodeci and shit.
Every crush I had from like elementary school on to high school, I can remember what songs I was listening to on the radio that like made me think about that person. Like, that's crazy. You think about now, like they listening to this, like their whole energy is it's like, coming to fuck my crush, man.
Nah, but I mean, I respect the artistry of it because, you know, as artists, I get it. You can't always please everybody. You can't always, you feel me? And that's just what it's gonna come down to.
That's just what it is, bro.
But I get both sides, and there's plenty of other shit motherfuckers saying, but I don't even care to touch on those things because in reality, a lot of niggas just butt hurt. And on the flip side, a lot of women are very much on the feminist wave right now.
Mm-hmm.
And there ain't shit you can say to unjustify what they're saying.
And I like a little bit of that. I like some of that.
There's nothing wrong with it.
You know
what I'm saying?
Do you prefer the submissive girl, the submissive nice girl?
You gotta
have
both.
You gotta have. That's exactly.
You gotta have both.
That's a question that you
don't want no pushover.
Yeah, but you also it's tug and pull.
They can back it up, so it ain't much niggas can do. So all you sulky ass niggas out there, relax, bro. Relax.
Yeah.
The song is gonna come and pass. Yes.
It's gonna be on to the next.
There are agendas.
Mm-hmm.
But this isn't a conspiracy podcast, so I'm not even gonna get on that.
Let's not
go
on that way.
Within hip hop and
Shout out both of them though.
Shout out Barty. Now play that shit.